Earlier today, I went into the studio for the first time in a professional studio um, where I was working on my own work. And here's what went well, and here's what did not go according to plan. Um, First of all, I had prepared extensively, um, as I like to do. I'd come in with sort of a vision for how the day would work out, what I would be working on. I had been listening to some Rick Rubin recently, who said for every great album of 10 songs you hear, it started as 30 songs. So I had, I don't know, 24 or 25 songs. Um, and I was prepared to come in and play these demos and hopefully get a little A&R help on choosing maybe which are the best ones, what have good moments, what can we explore. And that was my anticipation. And I'd worked very hard in the couple of weeks leading up to this to make sure I had those demos all ready. I always put my demos, I don't know how other people do it, I put them on SoundCloud through some quirk of passwords, which are my mortal nemesis. I have two accessible SoundCloud accounts, Jack-Jose-1, and the second one is, I think, Jack M. Jose. And my I can access one of them to listen from my phone, and the other one I can upload from my computer, and never the two shall meet. So anyway, I'd worked a great deal of time getting those demos ready. Actually, got a couple of friends to do some of their own work, um, just laying those demos down. And then I got into the studio, and something I thought was very important was I started the meeting by acknowledging a couple of things. I'm very nervous. First of all, I said, I've been writing songs and recording songs in my basement. Only a few times have I ever played them live. I don't feel like I'm especially proficient with the guitar. I'm probably a decent rhythm guitarist, maybe even a good rhythm guitarist, but I haven't tested out in the field. And so I was anxious about that part of it. I believe that I have songs that are as good as songs as anyone else's. And maybe somewhere in there are songs that if they found the right moment, if they found the right singer, that would be very good songs. And so that was my acknowledgement, just my nervousness, and that what I would need was encouragement, constant encouragement, and that I would want someone to say to me like, "That's not professional. That's not good enough. That we need to do this better." I needed someone to sort of hold me to a line, because I have a tendency to go good enough and be done with it, and good enough isn't good enough for the public. Second, I announced my intentions. I was going to arrive prepared as I had that day. I had a sheet. Hopefully, at some point, I'll put a picture in here. I had highlighted what I wanted to work on first, what I wanted to work on second, what I thought were sort of next level songs that we might work on. It wasn't a full plan for what the album would look like, but some good ideas on what I wanted to work on. And I brought all my lyrics. I had brought my guitar, capo. I was ready to go. And he said, "Okay, let's hear them." And so I reached for my phone and I said, "Well, where do you want to start?" And he said, "Play one of your songs." And he gestured to my guitar. And boy, here's where things went sideways. I was not expecting to have to play the songs. And what he was really asking me to do was to let's get started. Let's do the first song. And I kind of knew what I wanted the first song to be. Um, and so I said, "Okay, let's do this one." Capoed up, um, played the song, and he made some adjustments. We talked about the structure of the song, made some changes, um, and then went to tracking and did okay. I was okay with how that went. I've got to say, me and the metronome, we don't love each other. It's a developing relationship, and that was great. Um, Got one song sort of structured and sent home to listen to. Then started work on a second song, and it turns out this is a song, and I'll probably put this in a whole separate video. But note to self, I structured this song and laid it down in sections. And the song sort of occurs in sections that sound a little bit different from each other in terms of whether they're plucked or strummed and all that. And he said, play the song. And I was so not ready to play the song. And I played it poorly. I was trying to sing along with it, and I forgot what I had done with the vocals, and I sort of forgot how I strummed it out because I'd been listening to it for months and not playing it. And he was supportive, saw the structure, made some comments, and we went into track it, and the whole thing just sort of fell apart. And I admit I became upset with myself. My performance got better to a point and then started to decline. He saw that, and we sort of just put a cap on things. And I came home and I was dejected. I was really down because that wasn't how I wanted it to go. And I've been looking forward to this so much. I was very disappointed. So yeah, that was day one, and I'm like, okay, well, let's do it.